Hi guys, for this project, I'm going to show how you can use a photograph to help you create a color scheme. So our first step is we're going to create our Canva page. We're going to do a custom size. I'm going to click here. And I want to create basically a 12-inch by 12-inch image. And I've learned changing the units first really helps. So here, right now it's in pixels. I'm going to click here and now it's inches. Now I can enter the size of my image. And like I said, it's going to be 12 inches by 12 inches. And I'm going to create a new design. There you go. So this is what I'm going to be working on. And if you look up in the right-hand corner, it's untitled. It doesn't have a name. And so let's give it a name. I'm going to put my last name, Doyle, and color scheme. In fact, I'll call it photo color scheme. Next, I want to get a photograph, and Canva is going to use that photograph to find colors that go together. So I'm going to click to a new window, and what you will start learning is the photographs online very often are owned by people. They're not free to use. So I'd like you guys to go to a site called pixabay.com. And what's neat about this site is that these are royalty-free images. So you're allowed to use them and you're allowed to use them for free. Photographers have put them up. So here we are. I'm looking for colors, so I'm going to do rainbows. And let's see what free photographs come up. So I like a lot of color. I wonder, I'm going to try this image. So this is the image, and I'm just going to copy and paste it. So download free image. So I'm going to right click, copy image, and I'm going to go over to my Canva image. And now I'm going to right click and paste it. So here's my photograph. And right now for our project, I can't really do anything. Next, I'm going to go over to elements, and I'm just going to do shapes and see all. And this is when it really starts getting fun. I'm just going to start copying some shapes. And so I've got these shapes. Now this is when I really could create this. I'm going to click on one of these shapes and see how that same green is up here in this menu up here. I select that and watch what happens. This color menu pops up and there are these default colors, but what Canva also does is it'll look at the photograph in my image and it's given me some colors. It will only select 5. And I got to tell you the truth, I don't like these colors. So I'm going to delete that. I'm going to go back and maybe I can find a more colorful image or a scene of a beach. Where's a beautiful color scheme? All right, let's try this. Here's an image. Right click, copy image. I'm going to go to my artwork. And now I'm going to right click, paste. Now I have this image. And what you're going to find is Canva is going to copy 5 colors from this image. So let's go back. I'm going to click on my heart, and you can see it's coloring it to be green. What colors are there? I'm going to click on this circle. There we go. These are more attractive colors. Here's my photo colors. It's looking at this photograph, and it's selected these images. So I can now start creating an image. So your task is to create an artwork with at least 11 shapes that has a beautiful color scheme. To do that, I might start moving my shapes. I might make one larger. And how about this? I'm going to click on a shape. So you can tell by this purple outline, I've selected it. It's this color. But again, this menu is where I can start changing things. Look at this. Right here on this checkerboard is transparency. Maybe I make this transparent. That's cool. Maybe I size these. And again, I love transparency. Maybe I have the purple cloud selected. I go to my transparency. I make that transparent. And it's really cool. Now I still have this purple cloud selected, and I can go up to this menu. Look at position. I'm going to move where this cloud is. And what I do is I click on this, and I've hit position, and it's changed my menu over here on the left. And I can move this cloud backwards. Now it's behind the heart, or I can move it forward. So those are some of your options. So I'd like you to create a design using 11 shapes, and you can repeat shapes. I just want 11 shapes to appear. I'd like you to copy a photograph onto your design to create the color scheme. And you'll discover this is a really fun way to find colors that match.